There is nothing better than being outside in the summertime. The weather is nice and I have plenty of time to check out a perfect summer read. Not the mandatory kind from school. I'm talking like reads you actually want to read. I think that's what this video should be all about. Perfect books to read during the summer. Hi everyone, in this book talk with Talia, we're going to be talking about a bunch of summer reads for you, whether it has to do with camp or just a fun read for summer in general. So let's get right into the books. Now this book is on the list because it has to do with camp, and it's called Float by Laura Martin. In Float, everyone lives in a world where some people are born with risk factors. Risk meaning reoccurring incident of the strange kind. Emerson is one of the people born with a risk condition. Emerson has the uncontrollable ability to float. He can't stop it, and he has to wear 2 standards of protection at all times, a weighted vest and weighted shoes. Over the summer, the government has decided that any risk kids have to be protected by the government for the entire summer. So Emerson ends up getting sent to Camp Outlier with a bunch of other kids that also have risk conditions. This is one of his first times seeing other kids with risk conditions, so it's really cool and also really strange for him to see other people struggling in the same way that he does. So sometimes when he starts uncontrollably floating places, he's also throwing up at the same time. Basically, his risk factor is one of the lamest ones that he could have possibly gotten. I mean, if you can fly or turn invisible or catch on fire, why would you want to just float when you have a fear of heights? No, thank you. As camp goes on, a terrible mystery surrounding Murphy starts to surface. He finds out that he's probably not going to survive the rest of camp. So now it's up to Emerson and the other risk kids to figure out a way to save their friend without letting him know, because if he finds out, he might get put in jail or die. You know, simple camp stuff. So this is a camp read you won't forget anytime soon. If it wasn't for the fact that everybody had magical powers, I'd say that this is a pretty realistic depiction of camp. And that is Float by Laura Martin. Another book that should be fun to read this summer is Positively Izzy by Terry Liebenson, who also wrote Invisible Emmy if you've read that. So Positively Izzy isn't a sequel to Invisible Emmy, but it does feature a character from Invisible Emmy, Emmy's best friend Bree. So Positively Izzy follows Bree and Izzy, a new character. Bree is the brain, and she's afraid that no one is ever going to see her as anything else. She likes to do math, and she likes being smart, but that doesn't mean that's the only thing special about her. Meanwhile, Izzy can't really do as well in school as Bree can. She's not a bad student, but all of her teachers say that she doesn't apply herself. When it comes down to it, Izzy would much rather be on stage practicing a play than sitting in class. Izzy is a creative, free spirit who can't really focus on grades, and she's just more interested in doing what she loves to do, theater. The book follows both girls as they try to figure out the ways to get what they want out of their middle school experience. Their stories are separate and stand on their own, but at the end you'll see exactly how they combine. It is a twist ending that I absolutely did not see coming, so let me know in the comments below if you read this or if you saw the twist end coming, or if you didn't guess it. I'm just excited to see what you guys think. And that's Positively Izzy by Terry Liebenson. Another fun summer read I wanted to share is Case Closed, Mystery in the Mansion by Lauren Magaziner. So this is a choose your own adventure mystery book. If you've never done a choose your own adventure book, it's basically when you get to a certain page in the book, you get to choose what happens next. You get to flip through the pages and you can read it over and over again and see exactly what would have happened differently if you read it a different way the first time versus the second time. It's just kind of like a fun quiz game book all rolled into one. And in this case, since it's a mystery, you get to choose who the characters talk to, what clues they follow, and even who ends up being the person who did the whole mystery in the first place. It can be different depending on when you read it. So story-wise, Carlos is the only son of a failing detective mom. One day, his mom wakes up on the day of the big case, super sick with the flu. So it's up to Carlos and his friends to figure out the mystery and save his mom's detective agency. If they don't solve the mystery, Carlos's mom won't get the money, and his family isn't doing really well financially right now. The mystery aspect comes in the form of Mrs. Le Cavalier, a very rich person in Carlos's neighborhood who's been receiving threatening messages lately. If you want, you and a friend can read this at the same time, see what endings you both get, and then compare. Because you might not get the same one. That's what's the most fun about a Choose Your Own Adventure book. And that is Case Closed, Mystery in the Mansion by Lauren Magaziner. This next book is perfect for summer because it's a true Lou Beach read. It's Secret Sisters of the Salty Sea by Lynn Ray Perkins. In this book, Jules and Alex are two sisters who go to the beach for the very first time. If you've ever gone to the beach for the very first time, you know there is a lot to expect that you haven't seen before. While they're there, Jules and Alex make new friends, go exploring, and basically have the best shore vacation they can possibly have. Each chapter follows a new day on their vacation, so day 1 is going to the beach, day 2 is getting there, day 3 is, more things happening at the beach. So each chapter is going to have something new and exciting to read next. There's also art throughout this book, so it even brings the shore more to life in that case. This book is also really good to read aloud, so if you have like a younger sibling or a friend that's still in elementary school or something, you could totally read this with them too. And that is Secret Sisters of the Salty Sea by Lynn Ray Perkins. Man, I wish I was on that beach right now. Now this book is perfect for summer because it's all about music camp. Drum roll please by Lisa Jen Bigelow. This book follows Melly, a girl who's spent her whole life feeling kind of like a mouse in the shadows. But there is one thing about her that's kind of loud. She's a female drummer. When Melly was in 5th grade, her energetic and outspoken best friend Olivia got her into the drums. That's probably the only thing about Melly that's anywhere near loud. Now that they're in middle school, Melly's love for the drums is at an all-time high. It's probably the only time that she really feels like she's being herself. Right before Melly and Olivia are set to go on a 2-week music camp for summer, her parents give her the worst news ever. They're getting divorced. There wasn't even a drum roll. She had no idea that it was going to happen. So now Melly has to deal with her parents' divorce, going away to camp for the first time, being in a band without her best friend, a new crush on a camper, all at once. It's just too much. It's enough to make a girl feel crazed, and one thing is certain, Melly is not going to come out of Camp Rockaway the same girl that she was when she came in. And that is Drum Roll Please by Lisa Jen Bigelow. So those are all the summer books that I have to show you today. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these before and if you liked them. And of course, if you have any other books that are really great to read for summer that I didn't talk about, leave them in the comments below so I can look at them, we can talk about them, and maybe we can even make another video on it. Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss a single Book Talk with Talia. And I will see you next time. Bye!